Andy Elias, going over 5 videos just within 24 hours to third phase of the moon. We're going to go over them right now. Let's go to Chile. Nicholas captured this while he's running up the stairs on the second floor of this bright orb over the mountains over Chile. We got Dr. J, Andy Elias, right now viewing this footage. Welcome to the show, Dr. J.
Thanks, Blake.
Hey, take a look at that. Did you see the orb just disappear right behind this skyline?
Absolutely, I did. And this is the part that I love so much about this video, and of course a lot of other videos, is these things seem to be attracted to natural forms. Water, tornadoes, hurricanes they're observing, volcanoes they're always coming out of. So what is it about natural resources that these objects are into? And that's what I love about it.
Well, we're looking at the second video that was submitted maybe about, 4 months ago, Brent? We got Brent Cousins here, right here. Bella Bunny submitted this video, an exclusive to the internet around the world right here, of a strange object in the sky. She was there with her daughter when she shot this 15-minute video. We posted it up on Third Phase of the Moon. This thing lands in her backyard, but it looks, the reason why we're bringing up this video, it looks very similar to Nicholas' video in Chile. What are these orbs over the skies around the world?
Exactly, and I'm glad you referenced the fact that it looks like Nicholas's video because it does. And let me also say one more thing. The fact that this was taken in Phoenix, looking at it, when you see it zoomed up and you see that it's actual multiple orbs, remember the Phoenix lights in 97 were orbs prior to that giant V-shaped craft. So again, are these living organic things that are in the sky, or are they little smaller machines? I don't know, but whatever it is, why are there so many of them popping up out of the skies now? It seems that we are on the cusp of something big.
I'm looking at this video again. It's been a while since I've seen this video from Arizona, but now we're back to Chile. We're going to look at this a little bit closer. We'll slow things down and think to ourselves as analysts. Let's say, Dr. J, some people say we don't do enough study here, but I'm looking at this bright orb in the sky. What is it? I don't know what it is. Is it a drone?
See, that's the best part about Third Phase of the Moon, putting things out for the world to see. We speculate, and you're doing your job by slowing it down, and it's amazing. But I don't want to say it's a drone because it's daylight, and yet this thing looks like it's being lit from the inside. It's emanating a light, not like a plane where it has blinking lights somewhere on the wings or on the tail, or a helicopter, but it looks like the actual whole thing itself is glowing. That's why I think it's fascinating.
It was pretty cool. His description says that he had to run up 2 flights of stairs just to get to the second floor to capture this. But now, let's get to this Machu Picchu footage. I always love Machu Picchu and what's going on down over there. It's absolutely amazing, incredible footage. But somebody submitted this video. I think his name is Billy B.
Billy B, Machu Picchu in Peru. Obviously a very tall mountain, and a city to be built on top of the mountain is really not something that most people would do. But this has an ancient link, and that's the best part about it. And a lot of mummies were found up there, and a lot of beings or in Peru were found in museums, mummies of giant heads, these skulls that are elongated, not bound, but genuinely elongated. And the fact that this dome-shaped object, at least that's what it looks like, is observing these people of this ancient city, again begs the question, are these things coming back? Are these ancient astronauts coming back to look at what they created or helped create hundreds or thousands of years ago? That's what I think is really fantastic about the fact that they're at Machu Picchu.
Absolutely. What we want to do here at Third Phase of the Moon is analyze footage and see what things are. And some people might say that this is a bird, but when we zoom things up and slow things down, this is when it gets kind of crazy. Take a look at this right here in absolutely slow motion, frame by frame. If this is a bird, it blinks out of existence in the next frame right here.
Well, two things I gotta say. First of all, a bird is not that big. I don't care what kind of bird you're talking about. There is no way when you look at the features around there that that could be a bird. If you want to say it's something else, okay, I'll go with it. But look at the speed from frame to frame, and just like you pointed out, it blinks out. It doesn't go from 0 to 10,000 in a direction where you're able to catch it. It literally blinks out. Now, if it's a bird or a plane or a drone or an airplane, whatever it is, those don't blink out. Those don't just disappear and cloak themselves into something unless we're looking at some DARPA craft. But again, this is acting in ways that is totally opposite of what our known laws of physics are.
Absolutely. That's what me and Brent thought when we first analyzed this video. We were kind of shocked and taken back when you look at it frame by frame, and you know 29.7 frames a second HD. You know there's going to be an image right after that, and there was, but the craft or whatever it was wasn't there. Now we're going to go back to this video that was submitted approximately 6 months ago to Third Phase Moon from the exact same location, Machu Picchu. And this is quite incredible that there's so many UFO sightings. At the location, a little girl notices some kind of cigar-shaped object.
Now, is it a cigar-shaped object or is it a giant rod? Because you recall the rod that you filmed, and of course Jose Escamilla made an entire movie about it. And this thing is traveling so slowly, it obviously can't be really anything conventional. You don't see any moving parts on it, but yet when you look at the rod footage that you filmed, and of course the other famous rod videos, you see these little, what appear to be sort of flaps on the side that are sort of rolling. And I kind of see that a little bit here too. So whether it's a smaller cigar-shaped object, meaning smaller, under 10 feet as opposed to 100 feet or 1,000 feet, or a super giant living rod, I don't know. But whatever it is, the fact that it's back at Machu Picchu is A, fascinating, and what it is also B, secondarily, equally fascinating, if not more.
The archive that comes into Third Phase Moon, it's really nice to reference what's been through the historic archives coming through over the past few years. It makes for an amazing discovery again. So within 2 days, South America has been blowing up. Now, I think 3 videos right now, a third one from South America. Brazil. Fernando Polino submits this, a few photos. He claims his son, or he says his son, pointed to the sky, and they saw this floating orb. Wow. Dr. J?
That's what I like about it. See, it looks like it's 4 orbs. That's what I fascinating, and they're small. And again, this begs the question of earlier: are these things actual organic things, or are they small machines? But remember, of other videos that have been submitted over the years to Third Phase of Moon, a lot of these orbs seem to have minds of their own. They've been going through houses. A lot of abductees say before things appear in the room, they'll see a giant ball of light coming in there and it turns to something. So when I see this video, I'm wondering, is it a mechanical craft, or is it a spirit of an orb that's something that's organic, or something that's crossing into dimensions and we're only seeing part of it? Whatever it is, it's 4 of them in a very anomalous way, and they're obviously, because it's still, we can't see the way they're traveling. But this is not something you're going to find when you look anywhere else in the world during the day. You know, you're not going to look up in the sky and see this on a regular day as like you would see a plane or an airplane or a bird or anything along the lines of that. That's why this is really amazing. And again, South America, what is going on?
Well, this angelic plasma display of an orb. We get a lot of orbs right here at Third Phase Moon videos that are submitted, photographs, but again, this is something extraordinary in the description behind it from Fernando and his son, that they said they actually were able to see and point at this object as it moves from left to right, and then the significance behind the statue of this monument, Jesus Christ. And this goes down. It's quite incredible.
It truly is. It truly is, because that is one of the most famous sites in all of Brazil. As a matter of fact, every major motion picture that shows Brazil and Rio de Janeiro, that's the first shot they show, is that giant statue of Jesus with his arms out. And to see these four orbs, glowing orbs, I mean, is so fascinating. Again, if it was one, you could make some sort of argument that it's a blurred uh, bird or something out. But four of them in this formation, that's when you have to beg the question of what else could it be?
And almost trying to reveal themselves to the public. One of the most photographed areas in the world, the Jesus Christ statue, up on the mountain, high rise over Rio de Janeiro. And then you have this. We're hoping that maybe other people captured the same thing. We're standing by right here at third phase of the moon. Hopefully, maybe some more evidence comes in, more videos to back this up. Now let's get to this next video that blew things up right here at third phase of the moon. It was quite, earth-shattering in its own sense, and it was right off a southern island over there in Japan, Kuchino, Irabujima. Some anomaly was captured. Dr. J, people say this is a bird or some kind of drone. What's your thoughts?
Let me
say
why it's not. Let me tell you why it's not. Okay, maybe a drone, possibly, but why, I'll tell you it's not a bird. You see the massive size of this mountain. You see the massive explosion. You see the smoke and the way it's forming. When you look at this object, first of all, comparing it to what's known as sizes around it, obviously, it can't be a bird because of the size. Now, the second thing I got to say is why I got to dispel the fact that it's a drone is the speed of it. Now, yes, there are super fast drones that can travel that fast, so it could be, but remember, we just said this in the beginning of this talk, these objects seem to be really interested in nature here on Earth. There are so many videos of them observing volcanic eruptions, going into volcanoes, coming out of volcanoes, going into the ocean, out of the ocean. Why does this happen to be here the moment it explodes? It doesn't appear after it explodes. It appears as it's literally exploding and travels right into the smoke or right in front of it and goes out of it. And I think in some strange sort of way, this thing sort of came down to observe the volcanic eruption, because it's almost as if, they were able to know that, hey, in 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 3 minutes, whatever it be, that thing is going to erupt. Let's go see it. Maybe because they have some better thermal imaging of what's going on in the core, or things coming up to the surface. I don't know. I can't explain. That's pure speculation. But what is not speculation is this metallic object that is traveling from left to right while this volcano is erupting.
It is unidentified, and that's why we posted it up on Third Phase of the Moon from a viewer from Japan that just gave us a heads up, and all happening within just a few days right here at Third Phase of the Moon. One of my opinions on what's going on in this video right here off a southern island in Japan is that, hey, you never know. Maybe it's harnessing the energy coming off this massive explosion. You know that people are saying out there that there are hurricanes and tornadoes that UFOs possibly harness this. Why not a massive volcano, a volcanic explosion? You never know. But that's
everything. Actually, everything. I'm glad you mentioned tornadoes, hurricanes, because they do. A lot of people talk about that, the fact they do use the energy from Earth's resources. And another thing, a lot of these objects are filmed hovering near electronic transformer boxes and other things, almost as if they're recharging themselves from these transformers and other things. So I would not be surprised with the power on Earth, with all the resources from hurricanes, tornadoes, volcanoes, as we're seeing right here. Is this taking its power, or is it observing? But again, why are they so interested in it? Because there seems to be more activity with these objects, with volcanoes and other natural disasters, than anything else, rather than just seeing a regular day of nothing going on, of capturing an unidentified flying object. you're almost guaranteed to see one when you see a volcano. If you got a good camera and you're watching it and something's going to erupt, you have a very good chance of capturing it, because I've seen a lot of videos, as you have, that have been submitted to third phase of the moon, that have been submitted, volcanic eruptions being observed.
You know, it's happening all the time. Yeah, over and over. The volcano Colima, obviously more incredible photographic evidence continuously coming in. But what I really appreciate is the world right now. I think right now, third phase of the moon is, I'd have to say, the most overwhelmed channel in regards to UFOs that people want to submit every day. And we want to thank everybody out there that does it, because we're following up on everybody's single submission. You might not see it on third phase of the moon, but we're seeing it, and we analyze it. And if it's good enough, we're going to share it on third phase of the moon. You're seeing some of it right here just in the past couple days. Subscribe, everybody, not to miss out on what comes next. Dr. J, hey, thanks for joining us right here at Third Phase of the Moon. What's coming up next on Dr. J Live Radio?
Oh, lots. Everybody can see at drjradiolive.com. Story Musgrave, David Sarita, Bob Fletcher, and so much more. On Andrew Basiago, the chrononaut, the time traveler. He's booked in so many amazing people. Everybody just has to stay tuned to watch it. And like you said, Third Phase of the Moon is putting the videos out there, because everybody out there who's watching this right now, remember this, keep these words to your heart. Disclosure is in your hands. It's not going to happen by President of the United States standing on the White House lawn. It's not going to happen by researchers traveling to conventions and speaking about it. It's you, the people, submitting these videos. It's you, the people, talking about them and sharing them with other people. And it's you, the people, disseminating this information and sending videos to third phase of the moon.
Thank you, Dr. J, and appreciate all that you do and your analysis of what we just shared to you and the world right now, right here at Third Phase of the Moon. Dr. J, keep it up. Keep up the good work.
Always. Thank you.
We want to thank everybody from around the world that submitted their videos, including Nicholas, Fernando Polino, and Billy B, sharing their incredible videos to us right here at Third Phase of the Moon. I know you're out there, people. If you captured it, share it to the world right here at Third Phase of the Moon. Keep your eyes on the skies. Blake Cousins. We'll see everybody again next time.
Esa luz la hemos tenido desde hace 3 minutos y se va a esconder ahora en el oeste, no en el este, noreste.
Apóyame ahí.
No,
No, pues para grabar bien.
¿Qué hago? ¿Qué
no,
hago?
pero háceme peso.
Ya, puta que hueado. Ya ahí se va perdiendo, se nos va. Buen viaje. Escriban, manden fruta, tontos huevos con chichuare.
There's the UFO right there. There's the helicopters right over here, around it. Zoe, come here. Come here, Zoe. What is that? That's so weird. Zoe! Zoe, come here, sweetie pie. Zoe, come here. Zoe, come here, please. Hang on a second, baby. Daddy's coming home. A flash. Hang on, Zoe. Okay, there's the UFO right there. There's the helicopters right over here around it. Zoe, come here. Come here, Zoe.
Third phase.